blowing up the state of Washington with his magical energy. This is Joe Luzzi.
There will be no magical energy tonight. How's everybody doing? Alrighty. Anybody in the crowd have any parents?
No.
I have parents. I also have some anger problems, and I'm trying to blame them on my parents. Here's why. Because every time I talk to them, I have to exercise so much patience, I have none left for the rest of the world. Like, for example, my dad, he's getting a little tricky to talk to, and he ordered, he's starting to forget things, like having firewood delivered to my house as a present. And assuming that he remembered doing this when it arrived, I texted him something cryptic like, "The eagle has landed." And his response to that was, "Does that mean you're high on something, son?" Like, "No, Dad, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, the firewood was delivered." I said, "Oh, so you need to borrow money?" No. Then I'll try to talk to my mom to speed up the whole communication process, but that doesn't work because all she ever wants to talk about is how I'm ever going to find the one with the shoes that I wear, or the car that I drive, or am I really going to find the one with that untrimmed neck hair? So at that point, I just try to get off the phone as quickly as possible, but every time she has to say something disgusting before she hangs up. Like, I'd be like, "Okay, Mom, love you, goodbye." And she'd be like, "Oh, okay, son, well, keep a wrinkle in it." That's disgusting. I don't actually blame my anger problems on my parents. I was adopted by two of the greatest people in the world. Didn't deserve them at all. Still don't, actually. They were great. They're great people, and I was just a weird, shitty little kid. I would do these things. Like, when I was growing up, I decided that I didn't want to poop anymore. I was tired of it. Sitting on the toilet seat, wiping my butt, washing my hands, and actually thought that that was an option, to just not poop anymore. Until about 72 hours later, when I was in the fetal position with the family doctor's finger up my butt. Yeah. Another strange thing I did was I had this obsession with my socks, that they had to be all the way up, all the time. Otherwise, I would scream at them, "My socks aren't obeying me!" Another weird thing I did was I went into the bathroom without the lights on to brush my teeth with what I thought was toothpaste. Turned out to be preparation H instead. Yeah, I turn the light on when I brush my teeth now, every time. Another thing I like to do was wrestle. I like professional wrestling. And I would practice these wrestling moves on pillows. And this particular day, I wanted to, do this big finale and body slam this pillow 20 feet out of a tree. And so I get about 19 feet up, and a branch breaks, I fall, break my arm, get a concussion. Now at this point, if you're my parents, you gotta be thinking, we paid full price for a kid who wrestles pillows and loses. He brushes his teeth with hemorrhoid cream. He screams at his socks all day. And every 6 months we have to take him to the hospital because he decided to stop pooping again. Somebody got ripped off here. Can we get store credit? Is there a return policy? But, yeah. When I was growing up, I had a secret drawer in my parents' house. And in this drawer consisted of 3 different items. One being a bottle of booze, 2 a bag of weed, 3 a VHS tape of some of the most disgusting porn you've ever seen in your life. Now, so I went out with my friends and we smoked some of the weed, and it tasted kind of funny, it didn't really work. Then we went out and had some of the booze. It tasted strong, but it didn't really do the trick either. And I got home that night and busted out the trusty VHS tape, and it was in that moment that I realized my parents had found my secret drawer. And they replaced the whiskey with vinegar. They replaced the weed with lawnmower clippings. And they recorded over my VHS tape with a 12-hour NASA launch video. And they didn't even tell me. I had to go up to them, look them in the eye, and let them know that they know. Ridiculous. But the most embarrassing part was about a week later when they caught me jerking off to a NASA launch video. I'm Joe Luzzi, you guys have been great.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, keeping it going for Joe Luzzi here tonight. Thank you all so much for coming out. We have about 7 comedians left.